Hi, I'm Sheila Shamay, and today I'm gonna do an eye makeup tutorial. This was a requested video, so I'm gonna do this video today. I have applied my foundation and my contour and my blush and everything. The only thing that I haven't did is anything to my eyes because this is going to be an eye makeup tutorial or look. So yeah, let's go ahead and begin. Okay, all right, so the palette that I will be using, or the eyeshadows that I'm gonna use, is first of all, this lovely palette. It is the Wet n Wild Fergie palette. It's called the Milano Collections. I'm gonna use this. It's just a beautiful, reasonable palette. I got it for like $6 and some change using my Walgreens card. So yeah, you guys, this is very beautiful, and I want to get the other palette. It has a lot of purple tone shades, but this one is lovely. As you can tell, I've been using it and I love it. Okay, I've been using it this week. I love this palette, highly recommend it. It is a drugstore product. As you know, it's Wet n Wild. I know that the person that requested the video, she wanted a drugstore makeup tutorial look, and as well as a full face makeup tutorial. I'll have that other tutorial, the makeup tutorial, like full face makeup tutorial, for next week. But this is drugstore. You can purchase this palette at Walgreens and probably at other stores as well, but I got mine at Walgreens. Okay, and I'm gonna use, because yeah, one thing I want to say, only thing about this palette is that I don't find a transition color. I thought this is a good transition color, but it's a little bit too deep as far as the tone to be put as a transition color. I mean, I have used it, but I don't personally like that shade right here as a transition color. So for a transition color, I'm going to use also another drugstore product. I purchased this product. I can't remember. I purchased it, but it's a drugstore. And I purchased this Black Radiant Soft Focus Finishing Powder in the shade Creamy Bronze Finish. Now this is what I contoured with. It gives me a light bronzy contour look. I'm going to use this as a transition color. So I will have to use two different, things as far as this eye makeup look. But both products are drugstore products, okay? All right, so let's go ahead and get started. The first thing I need to do is prime my eyelids, okay? I'm going to use the ELF Eye Primer and Liner Sealer. I'm just going to use the primer side, which is this side. So I'm going to apply this to my eyelids. Okay, so now I'm going to use the palette here, and I'm going to use this shade right here as a brow highlight shade. I mean a brow bone highlight shade. So I'm going to apply this slightly underneath my brows for a highlight, okay? I'm just going to grab this brush here that I've been loving. It's just a Face Secret small shading brush. You can get this at Sally's Beauty Supply. So I've been loving to use this brush just to put the highlight shade underneath my brows, slightly underneath my arch of my brow. It's right there. And I need to zoom you in. I'm going to zoom you in just a little bit. Okay. Just like that. Okay, the next shade I will be using is actually not a shade in here. Like I said, the only thing that I don't like about this palette is that there's not a transition color. I'm going to take this Black Radiant Soft Focus Finishing Powder. You can take any kind of bronzer that you use. This is a bronzer for me. I can actually use it for a setting powder on my skin if I want to. Just have that extra bronze glow to my skin. But I'm going to use it like for a transition color, okay? Alright, put this right where I want it as a transition color to start off my colors as far as eyeshadows. Now, apply my shadows from my brows down, to my lid. And what I do is I apply the lightest colors and down to the deepest colors. That's just how I've been doing it for years. I really like doing that. I have tried other techniques, but I just like this and how it looks on me. So that's just what I do. Just blend that. I'm just blending the transition color right now, basically. This is a good brush. It can pack on shadows as well as blend shadows. So yeah, it's a good brush. Put a little bit up here. Just a little bit. Right up in there. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to blend everything out just a little bit. I'm just going to grab a Sigma brush here. It's the E35. And I'm just going to kind of blend the line here where the brow bone highlight is located and the transition color, okay? All right, just blending it out a little bit up there. Then I go back in with the brow highlight shade from the Fergie palette, just this shade here. I'm going to apply some of this on my brow bone once again. I'll just do it just like that. So I'm going to do the other eye and I'll come back to this eye, okay? Alright, so now I can get back strictly to this palette, okay? Alright, so the next shade I'm going to use is actually this shade that I was mentioning about. I don't like it as a transition color, so I'm going to use this shade right here. Next, and I'm going to use the same brush, okay? So, yeah. There we go. So now I'm gonna take this deeper brown shade here. Actually, I'm gonna take this shade right here, okay? This shade here. And I'm going to put this light right into the crease, basically. And it might even cover a little bit of that other shade that I just applied. But that's the way I want to do. I want it to be that way, okay? Just like that. And this brush is a lovely brush. This is the Bedelium Tools 783. This is the only one that I have, and I really like this brush. I want to purchase more. I got this on, I don't know, Amazon or eBay, but I really like this brush. So easy to add color into the crease, and even in the outer corner portions of the eyes. Very simple and easy. Okay, I deepened that up, but I'm gonna go back in with the other shade, which is this one, just so that that color will still be apparent. I'm just gonna go ahead and apply that color back on top a little bit, and it also will help the edges of the deeper brown shade that I just applied. It'll kind of smooth the edges out just a little bit. And like I said, I'm using this color once again. Okay. Then of course you can take a blending brush like I used, and if it still looks a little harsh, you can blend it, the edges, a little bit. But I do want this to be a little, you know, a little harsh or a little bit deep, because I want it to stick out. So I'm going back in with that deeper brown tone and apply it right back in the same place, just in my crease. Alright, so now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go ahead and put on my lid color. And the lid color I'm gonna use is actually this color right here. This really highlighted, beautiful shade. I love the highlight shades. As you can see on my fingers, this one is lovely as well. It's like a pink frosty color. It's this color here. It's beautiful. This is this shade right here. Okay, I'm gonna apply, like I said, this shade onto my eyelids. Okay. And I'm using a 6+ brush, which I also ordered from Amazon or eBay. I don't remember, but these are good brushes as well. They're very reasonable. So I'm just packing on that color on my eyelid. This is the look that I've been creating for a while. I've just been into that smoky eye type of look. Just been loving that look lately. So I decided to create this look. However, a lot of times when I create this look and I make some videos, I do use the Too Faced Semi-Sweet palette, but I want to make this like a drugstore eyeshadow makeup look, so you can create the same look using this palette. So I was happy to see that this palette is so pigmented and very reasonable. Like I said, it's only like $6 and some change. So yeah. Now it's a little higher if you don't have a Walgreens, I think it's a Walgreens card, you get discounts and stuff when they mark prices down like $1 off, or buy one get one 50% off. Well, if you have that card, you can get those deals. So that's what I did, and I was able to purchase this palette for like $6 and some change. I can't remember exactly, but that's how much I paid for this palette, which is very reasonable and such a good price. And the color payoff is just phenomenal. Okay, so since I got the eyelid color on, now I'm going to go in with this black shade here, and I'm going to put this shade like right over here in the outer corner and slightly into the crease, or a little bit above the crease. And I like to use this brush. I forget the name of this brush, but you can find it at Walmart. This is the Shade and Blend brush. And it's so easy to put color into the outer corner and blend with it. So I love this brush for that purpose mainly. Just apply it just like this into the outer corner. Get that color in there and then just start blending it out. And it's just so beautiful. Love this brush. So this is how it looks right now. I will come back and put that lid color back on, and I guess I could do it right now. I'm going to go ahead and apply this shade back onto my lid. I don't want to lose that color. So this is basically the eye look. I went ahead and did this eye look this way because when the video was requested, it was on one of my makeup of the day videos where my eyes was done using the Too Faced Semi Sweet palette, but I decided to use an alternative palette, which is this Wet n Wild by Fergie palette in Milano collections. All right, so that's how my eyeshadows look. I'm gonna clean this up real quick before I even get started on my liner. So let me just clean up the sides here and everything so it'll look just a little neater. So yeah, what I'm gonna use is basically the Femme Couture eye makeup remover. It's oil free and it's gentle. I'm going to use this and I'm just going to take, because I haven't put any concealer on yet, but I will after I clean up my eyes. So yeah, all right, I'll be back. Now what I usually do is I go back in with the transition color and just apply it. The sun, it's cloudy, you guys. I'm going to apply this slightly above all of the colors that I just applied to my lid. I'm going to use this to just go back in and put that color back on. Sometimes I take that color off when I'm applying other shadows. So I'm just reapplying this. Alright. So now what I'm going to do is also something really, really beautiful. I'm going to take the ELF eye primer that I used on my eyes here. I'm going to take this primer and I'm going to apply just a little bit underneath my lashes here. Just a little bit. Okay, just like that. And then this same shade, the black shade, I'm going to apply this underneath, right there on top of the primer, underneath my lashes, okay? Take this here. to the inner corner. Just gonna go from the outer corner to the middle portions of my lash line. Just like that. I'm gonna go ahead and go on into the inner corner, okay? Using the eyeshadow, okay? From the palette. Hey. Okay, there we go. So now what I'm gonna do is I'm going to go ahead and use a gel liner. But before I do that, I'm gonna touch up on the eyeshadow that's on my lid, which is this shadow here. Then with the brown shade that I use into the crease, which is this one here, touch up on that as well. Okay, so now I'm going to take my gel eyeliner, and the gel eyeliner I'm going to use is this, oh, hold on for a minute. Yeah. The gel eyeliner I'm going to use is the L'Oreal Infallible Liqueur Liner. It's 24-hour liner. I like this because I can use this in my waterline. So I'm going to apply that to my waterline and my lower line, lash line here where it's empty. Right up in here. Oh. Okay, I'm going to line my top lash line, even though I have the shadow up there. You don't have to use a liner, but you know me, I love my liner. Just like that. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to use the CoverGirl, the Supersizer mascara. I've been using this week, and I will let you know as far as a review and my thoughts on this product. But I'm going to use it for today because I'm not going to use eyelashes or anything. So I'm going to use this today and see how this looks. I know you're supposed to turn it as you apply it, but it's very... I'll just wait. I'll do a review and my thoughts on this product. Okay, that's one eye with this mascara. Okay, that's the mascara. That's the eye makeup. So let me go ahead and put on my concealer and set my concealer, put a little bit more blush on, and I will be back, okay? I'm going to spray my face and then I'll let you see my makeup. Let me zoom you out. Now I'm going to zoom you back in. Okay, this is the eye makeup look. I hope you like it. It's smoky. It's a little sultry like, but I love the way that my eyeshadows look, and the fact that the other times I created this look, I used the Too Faced Semi-Sweet Chocolate Bar palette. However, I was able to achieve the same look using the Wet n Wild Fergie palette called the Milano Collections. I do love this palette. It's one of my favorite drugstore palettes. It's beautiful. The colors are very pigmented, as you can tell on my eyelids. And yes, this black shade is perfect for just a shadow eyeliner. If you don't want to use an eyeliner, you can simply use this shadow as an eyeliner. So yeah, this is just very, very good. I could use this one palette and create an eye makeup look. Only thing about it is that I don't have a transition color in this palette. That's the only thing. Everything else is just so pigmented. I mean, I'll show you a few swatches. Look at that on my fingertips. Okay, so it's very pigmented. I love it, and I hope you enjoy this makeup look video. Give it a thumbs up, comment if you like, and subscribe if you like this video. All right, I'm gonna let you all go, so you all have a wonderful day or a wonderful evening, and remember, I love you. Mwah. Bye bye. Bye.